JavaScript is basically that friend who says they'll help you move but shows up with broken arms. Created in 1995 in just 10 days, which explains a lot. It powers 98% of the web despite the fact that developers spend 98% of their time complaining about it. JavaScript has more frameworks than you have commitment issues, and somehow undefined is not a function has become the most read sentence in human history. Python was created in 1991 by Guido van Rossum while he was apparently very upset about semicolons. It's the Toyota Corolla of programming languages, not exciting but reliable, and everyone's mom can use it. Used for everything from web development to AI, data science, and making other programmers feel bad about their verbose code. It's worth noting that Python developers spend more time arguing about spaces versus tabs than actually coding. Java was born in 1995. Java promised to write once, run anywhere, but forgot to mention debug everywhere. Powers enterprise applications, Android, and developer depression. Java developers can be identified in the wild by their tendency to create class factory builder implementation singletons for problems that don't exist. The JVM is both Java's greatest achievement and the reason your laptop sounds like it's planning to take flight. C++ was created in 1985 by Bjarne Stroustrup, who apparently wanted to answer the question, what if programming could cause physical pain? Used for performance-critical applications, game development, and torturing computer science students. C++ developers either know exactly what they're doing or have absolutely no idea. There is no in-between. The irony is, C++ is the only language where forgetting a semicolon can both crash your program and corrupt your soul. C# is Microsoft's love letter to Java, born in 2000. It's what Java would be if it went to therapy. Used primarily for Windows applications, game development with Unity, and making Java developers jealous. C# is the programming equivalent of a suburban dad who used to be in a rock band but now mows his lawn in New Balance sneakers. PHP was created in 1994 by Rasmus Lerdorf, who was just trying to track visitors to his online resume and accidentally created a monster. It powers about 75% of server-side websites, much to the horror of the other 25%. PHP developers have Stockholm Syndrome, and the language's documentation is better than the language itself. An amusing detail is that PHP stands for PHP Hypertext Preprocessor, which is a recursive acronym and the least of its problems. Born in 1995 in Japan, Ruby is the language for developers who use words like elegant and beautiful unironically. Created by Yukihiro Matsumoto, who wanted programming to be fun, which is adorable. Ruby on Rails made web development actually enjoyable for a brief period before JavaScript frameworks ruined everything again. Ruby developers are the vegans of programming. They'll tell you about it without being asked. Created by Google in 2009 because apparently C++ wasn't causing enough arguments. Known for simplicity, great concurrency, and having the least Googleable name possible. Go developers spend half their time explaining why error handling without exceptions is actually amazing while crying internally. Ironically, Go's mascot is a gopher, which is fitting as most Go code involves burrowing through endless error checks. Born in 2010 at Mozilla, Rust is what happens when safety and performance go on a date and actually hit it off. Used for systems programming by people who are tired of C++ but still want to feel superior to everyone else. Rust prevents memory errors and also prevents you from ever completing your project. The compiler is basically an emotionally abusive partner who's technically always right. Apple's gift to developers in 2014 after years of forcing them to use Objective-C, which is like finally being allowed to use a spoon after eating soup with a fork. Used exclusively for iOS and macOS development, Swift programmers can be identified by their turtlenecks and the haunted look in their eyes after each Xcode update. Inside a secret, every Swift developer has a folder of screenshots showing bizarre compiler errors they plan to frame as abstract art when they finally quit.